Sumo, a super unique breeding bird. The whole world confirms that the crown jewels of the pigeon racing sport sit in the lofts of Joseon. One of the diamonds sparkled more than all the others, and thus played a leading role in the world of pigeon racing and conquered a spot in the history of pigeon sport forever to keep. We are talking about the world-famous Sumo of Joseon. In the lofts of Joseon, the most precious breeding pigeons are those whose direct offspring bear winners and much more precious super breeding than they themselves are. For Joe's super breeding birds are the genitors of super breeding birds again. Super breeding birds are those whose various victorious sons don't have the same mother. The super breeding bird bears winners with many hens. And if someone plays with females like Joseon does, then it is certain that they also step into the shoes of their numerous successful brothers, half-brothers and sisters. Super breeding birds also possess an outstanding natural vitality. They are never ill, extremely fertile and have a long life. When the article about Sumo was written, the bird was still alive. So nowadays we can take him for the greatest breeding bird that ever lived in this world. His father Speedy won 14 first prizes on the short distance. A brother of Speedy won 20 real first prizes and another brother 24 real first prizes. The father of Speedy and grandfather of Sumo won 20 real first prizes. Speedy was also father of the older half-brother of Sumo, Superman II, who won the 52nd National Burges against 10922 Pigeons and also was a grand bearer of heritage and father, grandfather and great-grandfather of winners in the whole world. Sumo himself can show up with a short but impressive racing career with 5 first prizes, but Joe's didn't hesitate putting him in the breeding loft. Mother of Sumo also laid golden eggs and beared phenomenal racing pigeons with different males, amongst others Het Fenomeen, first national ace pigeon of the Netherlands in 1997. She is also the mother of the 6th national Burges against 39119 pigeons. One can find over 25 direct offspring from Sumo in Joseon's lofts, who flew first prizes, but one doesn't recognize the true value of Joseon's Sumo line until one has a look at the national and the international level. Many years ago, Joes sent 4 youngsters to England. Amongst them was also a small steel bluebird, a first-hand son of Sumo. A friend of Joe's wanted to offer those 4 pigeons to the British audience at a public sale. At the end of that weekend in the Birmingham Neck Complex, which had been organized by an English pigeon magazine, the small steel blue son of Sumo was still sitting there. Apparently nobody wanted him. Joe's friend took him along and let him sit in an aviary uncoupled till he was 2 years old. At last, Joe's friend took him to Blackpool to sell him there at the British Association exhibition. The British pigeon sport was about to experience a turning point when a small English breeder named Brian Shepherd discovered the small steel blue son of Sumo in his basket and bought him. The first son he bore in the lofts of Brian Shepherd was to make history in the English pigeon sport, as he won the 6th prize of Saints in the English National Flying Club against more than 5,000 pigeons only 2 years later. A few weeks after that he took part at the international flight of Dax and won the first international against 2,000 pigeons. Even in his wildest dreams, Brian hadn't believed in such a success. In that time, one believed that it was impossible to win an international flight in Great Britain. After all, one had to cross the British Channel where the weather could change totally at a moment's notice. The pigeon needs a lot of courage, motivation and self-confidence to cross the English Channel by itself. But the grandson of Joe's, Sumo, made it and was named Legend, while his father, the small steel bluebird, son of Sumo, was christened Emperor. They had confirmed the quality of Joseon's pigeons and especially that of the great Sumo. At Brian Shepherd's loft there was a small late youngster half-brother of the Legend, one more grandson of Sumo, but from a different mother. Brian prepared the small late youngster half-brother of his Dax winner for the same flight in the following year. If there would be similar weather conditions as in 2003, Brian was sure that the small late young grandson of Sumo would come on the same day. When he came, like Brian had predicted, the garden was different from the year as Legend had made history, full of people watching. The small late youngster excitingly flew rounds for almost 15 anxious minutes over the garden, till he finally could be stated and win the 2nd national and 2nd international of Dax 2004 against more than 1,700 pigeons. For that he got the name Super Sumo. Thus Sumo was now over his son, the small steel bluebird who now is known as Emperor. Grandfather of a first national, second national, sixth national, first international, second international plus divers first prize flyers. But that was just the beginning. A few weeks after Brian Shepherd had accomplished that historical achievement in 2003, Jozdan himself took part at the Belgium national flight of Vichy, on which the artificial Jutta won the second national. She is, over her mother, Ho's mother is a complete sister of the Emperor from Brian Shepherd, a great-granddaughter of SUMO. In 2004, Jozdan selected two daughters of the SUMO and put them together with two exquisite birds of the Poco Diego lineage. The results were two females which in 2005 took part at the International Narbonne flight as yearlings. On a distance of about 515 miles 892 kilometers, both landed side by side and won the following prizes: First National, Second National, First International and Second International. With that they are also the fastest of more than 10000 other pigeons, old ones and yearlings, national. These two females are now known as Sedna I and Sedna II, both are granddaughters of SUMO. Sedna I also won the 7th semi-national of Jarnac against 5,000 pigeons in 2005, the 98th semi-national of St. Vincent against 3,320 pigeons, and that 206th national St. Vincent against 10000 pigeons. With that she got to be provincial ace a pigeon on long distance. Sedna I won the 134th National de l'Estarain against 16000 pigeons, the 29th Provincial of Nantua against 1222 pigeons, and many other prizes.